Hello everyone, welcome back to this side of life and thank you for joining me today. So today I want to talk about this trending controversy that I've seen on TikTok, where people are coming on to TikTok and all these other social media platforms talking about immigrants and people living in diaspora sending money back home and why you should not send money back home and all their experiences about sending money back home. So today I wanted to jump into this controversy and share my own perspective as somebody who has lived in Canada for 25 years on, should you send money back home? What should you do if you are living in diaspora about people demanding and asking for money and what is sometimes referred to as black tax? But before I get started, I want to show you some of those videos and the ones I found very interesting.
This is the issue that I think affects a lot of immigrant parents, African parents, whatever you want to call it. They all lack this simple principle of setting boundaries with people, even their family members. They literally have the hardest time saying no to people. This money that you're not giving to your family back here, they're resenting you for it. So that's a double homicide.
This year, I don't want nobody from Africa calling me and telling me about their problems. I got my own problems too. You people lie so much. Sometimes somebody will call you and say they have been in the hospital for about 2 months. You've been in the hospital for 2 months and you ain't dead. And they'll be like, oh, I can't pay my school fees. Are you getting your education from me? Like, make it make sense.
I am very sorry to say, I will not be one of those people sending my money back home. People back home feel a certain level of entitlement to your money because you live in this country. I've seen the trauma and the stress that my mum has gone through of trying to make ends meet here and then make ends meet back at home. And then even people back at home are still saying it's not enough.
So notice that most of those people are young people. They are probably second generation immigrants, like my own children, who their parents immigrated to different countries in the world, like Canada, US, Europe, Australia, and all those Western countries. So this is my 2 cents about this controversy about sending money home or not. Now, I believe in helping when you have the ability. I mean, the Bible does say that it is more blessed to give than to receive. And the Bible also says that you should love your neighbor as yourself. Remember the story of the Good Samaritan in the Bible? Yes, so God expects us to give, and we should give as compassionate human beings. And I do that, and I'm sure many of you out there do it as well. But just like we all experience the safety drills that they do on the airplane, they say that if there's an emergency or if you're in a situation and you need to put on your oxygen mask, you should put on your own mask first before you help somebody else to put on their mask, even if that person is your child, even your baby. And that is because it is when you are okay, that is when you can help somebody else. So yeah, you should send money back home, but not at your own detriment, not to your own disadvantage. Like I said, most of those people speaking on those TikTok videos are probably second generation immigrants who have watched their parents bend over backwards just to satisfy the people that are demanding stuff from them from back home. And they can see that even sometimes these parents prioritize sending money back home to even the needs of their own families here where they live, the needs of their own children, their own personal needs. And this is why some of these children are bitter and they are coming out and talking about this on social media. So in order to be in a better place and in a good place to take care of other people, I think that you should take care of yourself first. Take care of yourself, take care of your family here where you live, and then you can have the strength, you can have the ability, you can have the extra resources to take care of people back home. Also, especially as immigrants, especially African immigrants, I think we need to learn to say no. Yes, there will be many stories. People will come and tell you the saddest story in the world. They will tell you all the calamities that have befallen them. You will pity them, you will have compassion, and then you will decide to send money to them. Or they are sick, they are in hospital, just like all the stories we heard in those TikTok videos. But don't just take what people tell you as the gospel truth. You need to go and find out, is this true? So many stories that have been told about how somebody says they are sick and somebody sends money to them and they end up using the money to throw a party. You are sending the money to them and they are buying the latest phone and all those things. So you need to investigate and ensure that they're not just playing you. I know people will tell you, oh, you have become part of the Western world. You are now individualistic. You don't think about your community. You don't think about your family anymore. Well, what I just say to that is, being individualistic has its own advantages. People talk as if living in a communal way doesn't have any disadvantages. But yeah, it does have disadvantages. The extreme of communal living is that everybody is pulled down. Like nobody really is able to get ahead, like they say. In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. So yeah, after you have done your investigation and you have asked the questions and you feel like it doesn't look like this is a true story, this looks like some corny way to get you to send money, then say no. Like learn to say no. That will really help you a lot. And that would also help you to be able to say yes to those people who are genuinely in need, so that you don't just waste your money on people who don't really need that money. They're just trying to get as much as they can from you because they think, oh yeah, you are there and you have the money. Like some people do say that they think that money grows on trees in the Western countries. And also, if you must help, like if you decide that you are going to help, then know the kind of help that you render to people. Like they always say, it's better to teach a man to fish than to give them fish. So make sure that what you are sending money home for is, apart from humanitarian kind of things like people are in a hospital or somebody died or something like that, that's different. But if people are asking you for money, make sure that the money is going to be spent on things that will yield them a return, on things that will put them on the path of self-sustainment. Like for example, money for education, like to go to school. That's a good investment in somebody. Money to start a business, not a fraudulent business, a legitimate business that you have talked to them, you have ensured that this business is a viable business, is not just a fraud. Those kind of things are the things you should give money for. Like, I don't know that you should be giving somebody money to buy an expensive phone, unless of course they want to use the phone for business or something like that. And also, it is wisdom to spread out the money, right? If you are going to send money home, it is better to help more people than to help just one person, is what I'm trying to say, so that your resources can go farther and help more people. And then finally, I think that some people back home, they feel entitled to your resources, especially Africans. I'm not sure why, but as soon as somebody is outside in diaspora, they feel that they are entitled, like you are there to support them, to support them back home. And so they feel entitled to you sending money back to them at home. And to me, some of this borders on being greedy, because some of them are actually doing well, but they still think that, oh no, you that are out there are obligated to support them back home for whatever reason. Let me not even talk about people asking you to come and invest at home, come and build a house at home. There are stories upon stories of people who have done that and they are being burnt. People will take all their money, say they are investing it in something, and they'll be spending it on themselves. They are building you a house and you get there and nothing has been built, or they build it and they built it in their own name. That's a story for another day, and I probably would do another video about that. Should you build where you are or in your own country? That's a topic for another day. So those are some of my thoughts about this controversy of send money back home or don't send money back home and black tax and all that. I will really be interested in what you think. Whether you have been here in the diaspora for a long time or you are new, what is your experience? Let us know. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. And I don't think this controversy is ever going to end. So long as people are leaving their home countries to go to other countries, it is going to continue. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me again. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know whenever I upload new videos. And also stay tuned to this channel for more interesting content coming your way. Until I come your way again, until the next video, you go out and make it the best days of your life. Bye.